Well, hello everybody. Kevin the Comic Doctor coming to you with another episode of What's in the Press. My gosh. It has been, a few months. We haven't done a show like this since March. And I'm back by popular demand. Here we are, guys. And you're going to have to bear with me today. I'm sucking on a lozenge. I'm kind of sick. I'm not feeling very good. But I want to get on here because I've been in bed for 3 days and I'm going stir crazy, kind of going nuts. And I figured I can talk no problem. I'm not congested in here and I can speak. I don't know how long I can go for. So I might just abruptly stop this stream if I just start feeling really, really crappy. But I want to get on here and do a What's in the Press because I'm actually, this is it, guys. These two orders here are the last orders of 2021. I'm so happy. I'm coming a bit behind one of, I think it was, I forget the name of the presser out in British Columbia who also just caught up on his 2021 submissions. I mentioned him a few weeks ago. A couple weeks back. I was pretty jealous of him because I wanted to be there. Well, now I'm finally there. And as Charlo and I get into January, February, I anticipate it'll go by somewhat quickly, only because I did a couple of freezes in the beginning of this year. Twice I did it. And there was a point there, I didn't take any books for almost, almost a month and a half to 2 months where I wasn't taking books. Guys were still I'll be honest, people still show up and dropped off books. So I'm going to say no when they come to the shop, but I wasn't actively taking them in though. So I don't have a lot. So hopefully I can catch up pretty quick. Yes, Wayne asks, COVID. You know what, guys? Honestly, I thought it was a sinus infection. I had my head was pounding on Monday. I was out of commission on Monday. And none of the symptoms were COVID. It was all sinus, like allergy sinus. So I just chalked it up as such. Tuesday, I went to the clinic, 4 hours to see somebody in an urgent care. Unbelievable. And they gave me antibiotics for my sinus infection. Next day I woke up, I felt even worse. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? You usually get better, you don't get worse. So I did take a COVID test on Sunday and came back negative. I took it yesterday. Yes, I'm a COVID virgin. It's the first time I've had the disease or the virus, as it were. But I've heard from a lot of other people, getting a lot. And by the way, thanks everybody who's been sending me well wishes and whatever. I appreciate that. I think I got off easy because I've heard a lot of horror stories about this this virus, and I'm not too bad. I get tired. Like today, I woke up, I puttered around a bit, and I passed out again all afternoon. It wipes you out fast. That's my thing. I'm not getting any work done at all. I maybe pressed 6 books this week so far, and I got a bunch of these other presses. I haven't even taken them out yet to finish them off because I'm not well enough to work on them, in my opinion. But I do have a slew of books here I want to share with you. Books that are coming up. We'll start with Stavros books. I talked to Stavros last night, and I was going to start working on them last night. I had some questions for him. We got to talking, and then by the time I was finished talking, it was time for bed. I couldn't do anything, and I didn't work on any of the books today, as I had planned. But Stavros starts us off. I don't have all of his books here, but I've got most of them. We got a few raw books here. First off, we have an Amazing Spider-Man number 11. We also have an Amazing Spider-Man number 16. And if I remember correctly, Stavros is only a few books away from having a full run of ASM. He's got a nice copy of Tale of Suspense 57 with the first Hawkeye. I've got 2 of these I got to get sent out to CGC. Stavros also, and I called him last night to discuss these slab books. Again, I apologize. I'm sucking on a Halls here, guys, while I talk. So if I make slurpy sounds, my apologies. I'm gonna have another drink of water here. All right, because I had questions regarding these slabs. I wasn't sure if we were going to go for these or not, but he wants to do it. Stavros, a gambling man. He wants to go for it. Got a really nice copy of Iron Man, 55 for Thanos and a 9.2. I'm going to move over a little bit. There we go. In a 9.2. He's got a nice copy of Batman and Robin, 232, first Ra's al Ghul, and a 9.0. We're going to try all of these. I took before pictures, so these will show up on my Instagram once they come back. A copy of ASM 101 and 8.5. Now, apparently, this was pressed and cleaned already. The back doesn't look too bad in terms of cleanliness. The front, on the other hand, I don't know there's a lot of dirt still in there, so I'm going to clean this up a little bit more. Hopefully we can get this up to a 9. That's our goal. We got a Tales of Suspense 52 and a 7.0. It's a nice grade on this. Now, this book, when Stavros got it, was a 7.5. He sent it to another dude to work on. It came back a 7. And now we're going to try to get this up to a higher grade than a 7. If we can get to an 8, that'd be fantastic. It certainly has a chance, but we will see. And we also have a copy of Amazing Spider-Man number 4 and a 4.0. Oops, sorry. That was noisy, I think. And finally, A Strange Tales 110, first appearance of Doctor Strange. And this book, if you can look in the, if I can get it, check this out, if I can get it in focus. Yeah, hold on. Right. There's a money shot, right? Look at all those bends and look how terrible that front cover looks. So this book will certainly improve significantly with the press, but I hope it's enough to get us a bump. I don't know if it is. Even though the book has those problems in it, if those problems are fixed, will this go to a 5? I am not so certain, but it's going to look a hell of a lot better. And like I'd feel a lot better going in if it didn't have those dog ears on the bottom, you know, these color broken dog ears down here. If it didn't have that, you know, I'd feel a little bit better, but it does have it there. We'll see. All you can do is try. There's never any guarantees, my friends. Anybody who guarantees you, yeah, that book's going to go up for sure, they're full of baloney. There's no guarantees. You never know what can happen. I've had a run lately of bumps, which has been great, but you never can tell. It's never 100% guarantee it can happen. All we can do is try. Yeah, so, and I'm sure some of these, or most, if not all, will probably see some kind of increase. Hopefully. Again, no guarantees. I'll put those over here. I'll put these guys over here. And so that was Stavros's books. And again, I said to him last night, and I'm going to say to it again, thank you so much for your patience, Stavros. I certainly appreciate it. You know, I've been seeing lots of posts from other pressers saying, hey, I can get 30, 40, 50 books done in a day. I can't. I can't. I could do 100 books in a day. I could do 100 books in a day if I prep the books, put them in the press, cool them off, and wrap them up and be done with it. I could do it. But if you want your book to have personal attention, if you want every single book to be looked over and, you know, go in the press sometimes twice or 3 times to get the flaws out, then there's no way on God's green earth I can do 35, 40 books in a day. I can't. Other guys can. God bless them. I don't know how they're doing it, but I can't. Yeah. I mean, I guess if you offered a quick press service where you throw it in and it's done, and there's no like real attention given to the book, but every book comes out and I inspect every book for my, I guess you could say, my kiss of approval or my stamp of approval. If it's not looking good and it needs to go back in, it needs to go back in. That's all there is to it. Anyways, next we have Leo, and Leo has also been waiting a long time for this. Leo's one of my original customers going back to the Toronto Comic Book Show way back in, my gosh, what year would that have been? 2012, something like that, 2013 and around there. I've known Leo for a long time. He's got a vast comic book collection too. And Leo usually just drops up a whole ton of books to do them when you have a chance. And these came back to me. We went for dinner actually around Christmas time, and he dropped off all these books. And I told him how long the wait was, and he said, yeah, whatever, just do it. And so we're going for it. And so the first book is, we have it on the thumbnail over, actually, you know what? Maybe I'll go to the chat. The chat's been zipping up and down. I'll come to Leo's books in 1 second. Let me see who's here. Again, I don't know how much I can talk, guys, but I'll do my best. We got quite a few people here. All right, let's see who's in the house here. John says, hey, Kevin, looking forward to seeing what's in the press. Speaking of press, someone pressed the like button. Oh, look at John. You're good there. Little slogans there. It's awesome. Good. Thanks, man. Yeah, please do hit the like button. It does help. It does help. Stavros is here. Hey, Stavros. Welcome. Stavros, ladies and gentlemen, is in the house today watching his books on the show. Luke's here. How you doing, Luke? Wayne, yes, answer that question. Hey, James, how are you? I did get your pictures, and I've been out of it all day, so I think you tried to call too. But I got your pictures. I got to send them out to Kenny. I'll talk about that in a second with Kenny Sanderson in a minute, because another book here has to go to Kenny Sanderson too. John says, get well, buddy. The books can wait. Yeah, well, they're going to have to, right? The last thing you want to do is work on something when you're not feeling good. That's the worst thing you can do. But, I do try to get up and tinker a bit. I mean, all these books here that Stavros gave me, what I wanted to do last night was just take them out of the slabs. Because that's a process in itself. These old slabs, are easy to take the books out. But the newer ones, they're there's more glue on them, a little stronger acrylic. Takes a little bit of a different technique. To do it right without damaging the book inside. So that takes time. So I was going to do that last night, but again, I got tired. And today, like I said, I felt okay today, but boy, I got up, had a bite to eat, went back to bed. I slept all day, basically. Crazy. Anyways, Wayne says it hits everyone different. Yeah. And maybe the vaccines helped. I am double vaxxed, and maybe that's what helped, because I was talking to another client today who said he was triple vaxxed and got the Delta variant, and it kicked his ass. He said, even though I had the vaccines, he goes, it was the worst cold he'd ever had. So yeah, and again, I thought it was simply a sinus infection. My sinuses are still kind of burning in here, and my nose is kind of burning still. So I thought it was, because I was always prone to getting sinus infections before COVID. So that's what I thought it was. Yeah, so I was kind of shocked to see the double line there on the test, but whatever. Be careful in the long term. Wayne, be careful in the long term. That lingers. It lingers and lingers. Trust me. I hope not. I hope, but I'm just tired and I can't focus. That's another thing too. I have a hard time focusing. I'm actually shocked I got up here to do this video, because I can't keep my mind on anything. That's what I don't like. It's kind of in a daze. Sam says, nice to see the show. Thank you. Again, yes. Again, I told you guys I'd bring it back. Since it was the last 2 orders of 2021, I thought it'd be a celebratory show. And hopefully next week I'll start doing it more regularly. Again, I can't do everybody's books, guys, but I'll just pick a handful of books here and there every week. Like, if you are dead set on seeing your books on the show, drop me an email and say, Kevin, please, and then I'll do it. Otherwise, I'll just kind of pick books that are interesting, or books every week I'll have different books. And I might even start doing it at the shop at some point. I don't know. Maybe I'll get Charlo on here. Yeah, right. He won't let me film him. Tom W says, hi, Doc. What's in the press? Exactly. Oh, and look, Neil's here. Neil, guess what? Your books are done. Your books are done, Neil. They're done. Yes. I actually finished off your Modern Moon Knights yesterday. They're all really nice. They have a little dent here, a little ding there, so they had to get worked on, but they're finished. Your books are done. They'll be going off to CGC. I was planning on doing shipments this week, a whole bunch of shipments, but again, not happening. So I'll do shipments next week, and I'm talking to CGC and to you, because I got a lot of orders that are actually done. I haven't contacted anybody yet, but I'm going to do that probably if I feel up to it tomorrow. And I'll start mailing some books out tomorrow. Patrick, if you're watching, you're one of them. I forgot you. I got to mail books out tomorrow. That takes me a full day to do mailings, guys. So that's why, and I'm just not up to it. Like, even now, I'm just talking to you right now, I'm starting to get all hot. These lights don't help probably, but I get the I don't think I'm fevery, but I get kind of sweaty and I guess fevery. I guess it is. That's what happens when you're sick. But Neil, thank you for the tip again. That's amazing. Sorry you caught that junk, Doc. It sucks. Godspeed. Thank you, Neil. I am feeling better. We'll get better. Reynolds is here. Chris, how's it going? Not too bad. How you doing, Chris? Good to see you. Sam says, when you crack books, do you send the labels back to CGC? I'm naughty, Sam. I'm supposed to send the labels back to CGC. I just haven't done it yet. And I probably got 1 million labels in that cupboard, and I got labels all over the friggin' place. But I will. I'll wrap them up one day and just ship them to it. It'll probably take their people a week to go through all the books I've deslabbed. But yeah, you're supposed to send it back. But you know what? I guarantee, guys, most people haven't, or most people don't. And so the CGC, what do you call it? The census is only as accurate. I mean, how accurate can it really be? It's not. It can't be 100% accurate. 'Cause I know there's guys who just throw those things in the garbage, which is a real shame, because when it comes to certain books, excuse me, when it comes to certain books, the value will go up depending on how many are in the census, right? If there's only 2 or 3 books in the census, and I happen to have one of those and I crack it and it gets regraded, then we should take that off the census. Otherwise, it'll keep the value kind of where it's at, right? So it's not really accurate. So be careful with the census, guys. It's not. I don't think it's as accurate as we all think it is. Christopher Reynolds says, I haven't been talking much either, so even talking now is hard. 4.5s are tough to get a great bump of. My sweet spot is the very fine range to near mints. Chris, I agree with you 100%. 6%. I don't love the 4.5s. My favorite grade bump areas are the 1.5, 1.8, 2s. You know, you can usually get up to the 3.5. And I like the 7s to 8s to 9s in there. But yeah, the 4 to 6. The 4 to 6 is kind of iffy for me. I don't love doing them. But like I said, that Strange Tales 110 again, it's a 4.5, sure. And I'm going to make this, I'll take before and afters of this one because there's lots of problems with this book. And it's going to be improved significantly. I know it is. And I was telling Stavros this last night. But even though it's going to get fixed up, I can't guarantee this is going to go up to a 5. It might stay a 4 or 5 or a 4. Who knows? Because it has some problems that are going to detract it from getting to that 5.5, 6, I think, right? So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I do agree with you, Chris. I don't like 4.5s. They're not my favorite. They're not my favorite to crack. James says, you helped me bump my gym annual one from an 8 to a 9. Yeah, again, like Chris says, that's the area that's a sweet spot. You know, even 7s to 8s, 8s to 9s, you know, because those books are starting to look pretty nice. When you get to an 8, 8.0, 8.5, those books are starting to look really good. And if you've got a glaring problem with those books, you know, a press is usually going to do the trick and get you that grade bump, you know? So that's what's nice about it. Prince Zodiac says, those other pressers either, I can't even focus on the letters, guys. Those other pressers either be lying or terrible, one or the other. I'm not going to criticize anybody, but I just can't see it. Unless you've got look, everybody's got different techniques. Most guys use these presses, I get it. Some guys use those t-shirt presses, which I think are junk, but some guys use those. Other guys make their own contraptions, and that's fine too. I think coming up with your own techniques and methodologies are great. But I think my methodology, it's very simple. I have my own techniques with this stuff, don't get me wrong. But when it comes to the book itself, this book, and this book, and this book, and this book, you know, you can't expect them all to press out the exact same way. And each one's going to be inspected, and then either it gets the green light, that's okay, it's going to move on, or no, it needs to go back in, or it needs to have more attention paid to it. Not every book, because this book might have a dent in it, this book might not. This dent can be very stubborn. This one might be just an easy press. This might be a little stubborn press. It's just, no two books are the same. So when someone says they can do 50 books in a day, or 40 books in a day, I'm just having a hard time buying it. And getting good quality results. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, I could do 100 books in a day too. Easily. I got enough presses I could probably do more than that. But I just, to me, it's not quantity, it's quality. And unfortunately, that takes time, like everything else, guys, right? Let's do a couple more and we'll go to the next batch. There's some really nice books here that Leo has. Eddie says it right there. Quality versus quantity. That's how I see it too. Mike's here. Hey, Mike, how's it going? Hey. Travis is here. Hey, Travis. Hello, good sir. Sorry to hear about COVID. Quick recovery. Thank you. I think I'm on the mend. You know, I booked a really nice getaway for me and the better half for next week, and I had to cancel it because I don't know how long this is going to last. I'll tell you one thing that sucks. Everything tastes like aluminum. Whenever I eat something, it tastes like I'm chomping down on like iron, metal. I got a metal taste, which really sucks. So nothing tastes good. And so this place we're going next week is a really nice restaurant. It's not cheap, but I'm like, well, I want to enjoy it. And who knows, maybe, you know, I want to make sure my wife doesn't also have these symptoms come her way as well. So I postponed it to the beginning of August. So our anniversary is next week, but we are not going to really celebrate it until the first week of August because of this stupid cold. But you know what? I'd rather be healthy and enjoy it fully rather than go there and still have this lingering crappy cold. But according to many of you, it lingers and lingers and lingers. So we'll see. Thanks for the effort. Still putting up that streak for us. Thanks for the effort. Still putting up that streak for us. Streak? You mean the upgrade, the bump streak? Is that what you're talking about? I'm trying. I always try, but never any guarantees. Prince Zodiac is happy that his books are done. Me too. Chris says, bumping a silver H key from a 7.5 to an 8.5 is big time money. Not so much 4.5 to 5.5. You're right. And that's true too. But I mean, when you got a book like this, you know, it's the first appearance of Doctor Strange. And I can see all the ugliness in this book? Do you not want to look its very, very best? Is it worth the pressing and the regrading and all that? I don't know. Maybe not. But I mean, it's the old slab. It's the old label. So you never know. You never know. All we can do is try. But I'll tell you, I've seen some 5s right now that kind of look like this. So, we'll try. It's all we can do. It's all we can do. But I think it was Brad. Brad told me, or Potishan, who's on here sometimes, that I didn't even know. I did not take pictures of this. But he said I bumped a book of his. And if you're there, Potishan, please speak up. I think it was 6.5 to like a 9.2 or something. I'm like, what? It was something crazy. I was shocked. I didn't take pictures. I'm like, great. But he was ecstatic. Well, so was I, because that's something you don't hear from very often. But it all depends on the problems with the books, right? It all depends on the problems. Okay, let's stop looking at this sick face and go over to the big screen, and let's see some of the books that that Leo has sent in. So we got a Captain America 117, first appearance of the Falcon. The thumbnail of the day was the awesome Steranko Hulk issue number, king size Hulk number 1 with the Inhumans. Right? I mean, and just look at these books. These are various generations. And I'm going to show you something else in a second, too. Amazing Spider-Man, $2.99. All right, now look at this. So, this king-size Hulk, it's a square-bound book. So this book will press different than this book, right? They're around the same age, not exactly, but close. But they're 2 different techniques to press these books. Also, I'm looking at this Hulk, and it has what appears to be some wax pencil marks on it. Right? Come on, go in the foot right there. You see about my finger there? So, I mean, that's going to take time to clean that off too. And it may need some more attention as well. It's just not a one-size-fits-all type solution when you come to comic pressing. Anybody who tells you it is, they're full of crap. And they are. Modern books, ultra-modern books and new stuff. I might have some in here somewhere. Is different than these. And sometimes if a modern book, like an Ultimate Fallout 4, for example, I've been doing a lot of those lately, and a lot of those have that stupid, polybag line down the middle. To get that out nicely, I use a technique that requires a lot of heat, so I got to prep that book properly, and it's got to be timed just right. But another book from that same time period that doesn't have that flaw doesn't require all that. Right? So that Ultimate Fallout will take me an extra maybe 20 minutes over the other book. Do you know what I mean? So how can you... It's just not one size fits all. So I don't understand that. Anyways, he also has an Amazing Spider-Man 136. And these early... These 1970 Spider-Man ASM books are starting to crank up too. Tales to Astonish number 52. We got an X-Men number 14 with the first appearance of the Sentinels. We have an X-Men number 13 as well. Second appearance of Juggernaut. We got a Secret Wars number 8. Been seeing a lot of this one lately. And this one too, actually. X-Men number 14, annual 14. I think the first appearance of Gambit, or what do you call it? A cameo of Gambit, I believe. I'm having a swig of water here. Also, we have... we got two... Oh, wow. Got a lot of books here from Leo. We got 2 copies of the Static book. We've got number 1 here. And is this number 1 as well? I think it's number 1 as well, but it's like a variant, I think. And a third one as well right here. We've got the United States Marines Golden Age book number 2. Kind of neat. Now this one here is kind of cool. It's All Negro Comics number 1. This is a pretty cool book. It's in really rough shape, as you can see. Now, this book here, I would not bother pressing this book, right? Honestly. But I have been in contact with Kenny Sanderson. And if you guys haven't checked this guy's Instagram out, you have to check out this guy's Instagram. Sanderson, Sanderson, Sanderson Studios. This guy is a restoration, wizard. What he does, he'll put this book back together again. He'll add paper to this book and make it a complete book again. Now, what you'd see there is a blank area because it's gone. But it's considered conservation, not restoration. So I have spoken to him about this book already, but I have to send some more pictures of this to him. And also, James, you're on there. I haven't forgotten you. I know you have that new book. You want to have the tape removed as well. So I'm going to hopefully send both of these books to Kenny and have him do his magic on those. We also have Dark Horse Presents number 36. And another, is it 36? There's 230. Okay, are these the same book? Is one a variant? I don't know. There we go. Right? We've got a giant size Fantastic Four number 4. Purchased from, remember that place, guys? The Silver Snail. Silver Snail was like when I was a kid, was like the ultimate comic book store in Canada, right? In Ontario, anyways. And whenever I'd go to Toronto, I have my dad drop me off there. And there was, I think, Grey Legion was down the street too, on Queen Street, if I remember correctly, or Dragon Lady, or I forget now. It's been a long time, but I used to go to both those stores. A lot of fun. Daredevil number 3 with the owl. All right, so that's the first bin of Leo's books, but Leo has given me a second bin as well. Let me just stack these down here. All right, and another copy of X-Men Annual 14. We've got a DC Comics Presents 26, first appearance of Cyborg. Oh, right there. There we go. First appearance of Bullseye in Daredevil 131. This is a book, if you haven't gotten yet, you might want to pick up, guys. You know they're going to go down there. They're going to do more with Bullseye, coming up with Daredevil showing up in that new Disney Plus show Echo. So they're going to do more. They'll do more with Bullseye for sure. I love this cover. Submariner number 5 versus Tiger Shark. Love that cover. One sec, guys. Woo, sorry about that. I'm running out of steam, guys. I'm running out of steam. Submariner number 1. Big book right now. Marvel Masters of Kung Fu 15 for Shang-Chi. Nick Fury, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. number 7. Like a Salvador Dali kind of tribute there. That would be something to be expected from my friend, Mr. Steranko. 2 copies of She-Hulk number 1. The 80s or 90s? 90s, I think 90s version. John Byrne. We have a Iron Man 282, first War Machine. We have Amazing Spider-Man number 135. Second appearance of the Punisher, I believe. And here we go. Get some modern books here. I think these are some first appearances of, I think these are first, what's his name? Come on. What do you call him? Winter Soldier, right? I think that's what this is, right there. Another copy of X-Men 14. That's about 3 copies of that. Another copy of 135. We got a Fantastic Four, number 36, first Frightful Four. Fantastic Four 72, with the famous Silver Surfer cover. Got X-Men, my gosh. Avengers Annual, number 10, first appearance of Rogue. This book's going to go crazy even more, I think. But I could be wrong. Fantastic Four 49, first Galactus, I believe. No, Galactus, that's 48. 49 is something else. I forget. I see, maybe not on Origin either. It's something else. Maybe it is the first full Galactus, I think. X-Men 50, Steranko cover, first Polaris. And we have a couple of copies of Wolverine number 1. They actually look really nice. From 1988. These books are holding their value as well. They've softened a little bit, but they're not too bad. Wolverine number 1 limited series, also a nice looking book. And then we have an early Submariner appearance in Fantastic Four number 27. So there you go. Those are Leo's books. Those are also up on the docket. My hopes, well, these probably won't get out to CGC until... I've got a small order going out next week, and then these will probably go out the week after. I will do another What's in the Press next week featuring books from the new year. Exciting times. Exciting times. And later this week, I'm expecting a box, a really nice box. This week from CGC. It should be here on Friday, tomorrow. We'll see. Sometimes they come late. So expect another unboxing at some point if I'm up to it this weekend. Also, if you guys are local, I am not in the shop this Saturday. Please spread the word. I will not be in the shop this Saturday because of this. I was going to, and I'm like, no, I can't. I can't even get the stairs probably if I have to lug all those books up. So I'm just going to bypass that. until the following Saturday. I will be sending out texts in the next day or so, letting people know whose orders are finished and they're ready for pickup. And again, I'll be sending books out to people probably at some point next week. So yeah, and I'll be back. So I'll be back in the shop the following Saturday, not this Saturday, the 16th, but the following Saturday, I'll be back in the shop. And July is just flying by, isn't it? Let's go back to the chat and see what else you guys are talking about. And then I'll get out of your way soon. Let's see here. Prince Zodiac. Where are we going there? Prince Zodiac says, Eddie, quality. Okay. So Mike, okay, we did that already. Oh, okay. Chris, but Big of Silver. Okay, did that already too. Oh, Wayne, I want that all Negro comics. Good luck. They're hard to come by. And yeah, I think Leo was very happy to have that book. So yeah. Dragon Lady and Silver Snail. That's the one. Excellent. And on Queen Street East. That's right. There was Grey Legion as well. I don't know where Grey Legion was. I don't remember where it was a third one. All those books are going to CGC. Yes, Luke. Every one of these books is going to CGC. It's crazy. Some of the orders that I send to CGC, how big some of these are. You wait. I sent I think 75 beautiful books for Jason to CGC. He'll be getting 3 boxes back, all of his own stuff. It's crazy. It's crazy. But listen, guys, if you are new here, guys, as you see, we like to talk comic books, to show comic books off. I like to give away little prizes when I hit momentous occasions. The next one being when I hit 2,000 subscribers. I haven't talked about this yet today. I'll be giving out this really sweet Batman Jim Lee print, and it's signed by Jim Lee as well, which is pretty sick. Again, I have no idea how I'm going to mail this out, but I will. So, yeah, you know what? The only way you're going to win this, you have to subscribe to the channel. So subscribe to the channel, like the content, leave comments too, because sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes I choose winners based on your comments. I just kind of randomly pick comments, okay? So leave comments. Could be just, hey, how's it going? Like the show, like this book, hate that book, whatever. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I was also going to come on here and talk about Miss Marvel, but I don't think I'm going to. I might later, just get my feelings on it. But other than that, guys, I think I'm done. I'm worn out. I've been going for how long here? For 35 minutes. I think I did pretty good for 35 minutes. I'm glad you could come back for this, the newest episode of What's in the Press. Again, there'll be another episode next week, and there'll be another unboxing later this week. So until then, my friends, you take care. Have a good one. I'm going back to bed. Bye for now.